Hello, McCall members, and welcome to video number 3, Booking Your Tea Time. So we are back on the McCall website, private side, member side of the website, and we are now on the tea sheet. So now we are looking to book our tea time. So once we are on the tea sheet, and we're going to go with 8 o'clock on Friday, December 18th. So once I go to the tea time that I'm looking for, I'm going to hit Quick Book, and I'm going to look for either just as myself, 2 players, 3 players, or 4 players. You are not set to this number of players at this moment. It's basically just a starting point. So I'm going to start with yourself, but I'm actually under Mike Schubert's setup. So as you can see, the date is set for Friday, December 18th. The time is 8 o'clock. The course is McCall. We're walking off first tee or playing off the first tee, and we're playing 18 holes. We can also change that to 9. So to make things just a little bit easy to start with, you can see that Mike is set up for 1 player, and he is looking to walk. Walking, or the mode of transportation of walk, is for any member that is carrying their bag or has their own push or pull cart. If you hit the drop-down menu, you'll see now the transportation icon is here. Another drop-down box here will allow you to switch that to a pull cart or a riding cart. Please know that this pull cart and this riding cart are for rentals. So if you are pushing or pulling your own cart, you can just click walk, and that will show on our tee sheet that you are going to be there and do not need to rent a pull cart or a riding cart. So if we change that to a cart, we know that Mike Schubert is now coming out at 8 a.m., and he is looking to ride in a cart. As you can see here down at the bottom, we can now add a member, we can add a guest, we can add TPD, or we can add buddies and groups. This is a really cool feature that we will show you in another video. But let's just say that Mike wants to now add a member. And there's a search now. So we're going to type in my last name. I'm going to click me. Now we are here. And the player option is for walk. For those that know me, we're going to change that to riding cart. As you can see here, we do have a timer, which was started at 4 minutes once we clicked Quick Book. So you have 4 minutes to finalize this tee time. Once we get to 0, it will now clear all of this. That tee time will now be available for anyone to see on the website. But once I click Quick Book, that time is now held until I am finished here. So we will speed up this process to try and beat that minute and 28 seconds that was there. So we are going to add a guest. I'm going to add my guest, John Smith, and put an email in if I can, and we'll hit add. So once I finalize this tee time, we would like to get John Smith's email address. That way, once we book this tee time and it's finalized, all of us will then get an email right away stating that we are set for 8 o'clock on Friday, December 18th. We may have a 4th player, so what we're going to do is I'm going to add a TPD, to be determined, and we will come in later and finalize that with a name once we get it. You can put any requests or notes in this box. That's optional. You do not need to type anything if you don't want to. And then we're going to hit book now. So now once this finalizes, we are now completed with the check mark. So we are all set for Friday, December 18th at 8 a.m. for Mike Schubert, Eric Figueroa, John Smith, who was a guest, and a to be determined. So here are a couple things for you to know moving forward. A TPD, whether it be Mike and 3 to be determines, or as we have it shown here, Mike, myself, our guest, John Smith, and a to be determined. 2 days prior to this tee time, that to be determined will be deleted by the system. So that will open up for anyone to book. So I would not leave to be determined and think that you have until the day of or the day before to fill in those names. So once we hit 2 days prior to that tee time, if you do not go back in and edit your booking here under that site, that to be determined will now go away. And anyone who logs in, if a single is looking to play, he will see that that spot is open and he can put his name in. And once that happens, we are set with that foursome. So please remember that to be determines 2 days in advance will be deleted from the tee sheet. But we are all set for this date and time. And since we are a few days out, we can always go in. We can edit the booking, like I said, so we can make that TBD. We can put a name into that. If for some reason something happens and none of us can make it, we can cancel the booking altogether. And then once you are done, we can go to tee sheet. And what will happen is that you will see here that 8 a.m. still looks like it's got options to book. It takes the system about 60 seconds for it to finalize and have all the names show up on the tee sheet. That's just how the system works. Unfortunately, it is not immediate once we have finalized our booking. But if we go to Saturday the 19th, let's see if that time has passed. So it has. With all the talking that I've been doing, it will now show that at 8 a.m., Mike Schubert, Eric Figueroa, the guest of John Smith, and a to be determined are set for 8 o'clock booking on Friday, December 18th. And then, like I said, if anything were to happen and we need to edit that booking, we can do so to add the name to TBD or cancel it. Or if John Smith all of a sudden cannot make it, we can delete him from the group. We can delete the whole group or switch out John Smith, who can't make it, to now having a member who can make it. So these are all options under booking our tee times. So it's quite simple. But if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call in the Pro Shop or reach out to us by email. We would be more than happy to help you out, answer any questions you may have. But I think you guys will enjoy the ease of setting up tee times now without having to call the Pro Shop for every single tee time. So it's great to have this at your fingertips. So hopefully you enjoy it. In the future, we will have some other videos to show you to make this process even better. So enjoy and take care.